What surprised me most about living in Kent, especially for downsizing and retirement? You're probably excited about moving to Kent, Washington, but there are a few things you really need to know before you pack a single box. Kent can be an amazing place to live, and for the wrong person, it can be frustrating fast. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the real pros and cons of living in Kent, Washington. Not the brochure version, the stuff people only realize after they move here, especially if you're relocating, downsizing, or planning for retirement. If you're relocating or even just thinking about it, stick with me. This could save you a lot of time and a lot of regret. If you're newer here, welcome. I work with a lot of relocation clients moving into the Kent area, including retirees and homeowners who are ready to downsize. And these are the exact conversations I have with them before they decide where to land. Let's start with the positive. The pros. Number one, location. Kent sits right in the middle of everything. Seattle to the north, Tacoma to the south, and easy access to major highways like I-5, 167, and 405. If you're commuting or working in multiple areas, Kent makes sense geographically. That's one of the biggest reasons people end up here. And for retirees or people downsizing, the central location is also nice because you're close to hospitals, shopping, and family who may live in different cities. Now, real talk. Commute times can still be rough during peak hours. But from a map standpoint, Kent is extremely well positioned. Number two, housing variety. Great for downsizing. Kent has a wider range of housing options than a lot of nearby cities. Single-family homes, townhomes, condos, newer developments, and older established neighborhoods. For people who are downsizing from a larger home, this is a big deal. You can move into something smaller, lower maintenance, and still stay in the same general area. And compared to some surrounding cities, Kent can feel more attainable, especially if you're coming from a higher cost city or state. Now, I'm not saying it's cheap. This is still Western Washington. But you generally get more option here than you do closer to Seattle proper. Number three, diversity in food. Kent is one of the most diverse cities in the state, and you feel that in everyday life. The food, the neighborhoods, the schools, community events. For a lot of people, including many retirees I work with, that variety keeps life interesting and social. It feels lived in, it feels real, not cookie cutter. And speaking of food, that's another win. There are some incredible international spots here, places you'll never expect unless someone local told you about them. Now let's shift gears, because this is where people really need to pay attention. Cons. Number one con is traffic. Traffic is no joke in this region, and Kent is no exception. Morning and evening commutes can be heavy, especially near major corridors. If you're still working full-time, this matters a lot. If you're retired or semi-retired, it may bother you less, but it still affects errands, appointments, and visiting family. This is what I map out with clients before they move, not after. The second con is Kent is not one single vibe. Kent is a large city, and different parts of Kent feel completely different. Some neighborhoods feel suburban and quiet. Others feel more industrial or urban. So when someone tells me I'm thinking about moving to Kent, my first response is always, which part? This is especially important for retirees and people downsizing because lifestyle matters more than ever at that stage. Quiet street, close to shopping, low maintenance. Those details really matter. Con number three, school and community expectations. This may matter more if you still have kids at home or grandkids visiting often. Kent School District is large, and experience can vary by school and by neighborhoods. Some families are very happy, others choose to be more selective or explore alternatives. The key here is not assuming. Do the homework. Con number four, weather and overall feel. Kent gets the full Western Washington experience. Gray days, drizzle, long winters without much sunshine. Some people love it. Some people really struggle with it, especially if you're coming from somewhere sunny after retirement. And here's another thing that doesn't get talked about much: expectations. Kent is practical, working class in many areas. It's not trying to be trendy or flashy. For many people who are downsizing and simplifying life, that's actually the appeal. But if you're expecting a postcard version of the Pacific Northwest, this may not match what's in your head. So who is Kent a good fit for? Kent is great if you want access to multiple job centers, are relocating to the Seattle-Tacoma area, are downsizing and want more affordable housing options, are a retiree who wants convenience over nightlife, value diversity and culture, prefer practicality over trendiness. Kent may not be the best fit if you want a walkable, trendy downtown lifestyle, are extremely sensitive to traffic, want a highly uniform, upscale feel everywhere. Neither is right or wrong. It's about alignment. And I'll leave you with this: most people who regret moving don't regret the city. They regret the decision process. They didn't compare neighborhoods. They didn't think through daily life, especially how things change when you're downsizing or transitioning into retirement. If you're seriously thinking about moving to Kent and you want help figuring out if it is actually a fit for your lifestyle, that's exactly what I help with. You can book a call with me and we'll talk through your situation, your commute, your budget, and your long-term plans. No pressure. And if you got questions, drop them in the comment. If this was helpful, make sure you subscribe. I put out honest relocation and downsizing content like this all the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.